Hi everyone, these videos are meant for computer lessons, a simplified version of computer lessons. We'll start with a computer introduction, of which is theory based, and then we'll go far as Microsoft Office, specifically Word, PowerPoint, Excel and Access. We'll also touch a bit on emailing and internet. I will recommend one to have their own personal computer as to make these lessons effective as we are going through, especially on the practical aspect of things. As we'll be going through the practicals, then you are actually doing it by yourself at home. So yeah, we are starting, guys. We are doing computer introduction, theory based. It's a simplified version of computer introduction that is meant for everyone to understand what is computer. So we'll basically start with the term ICT as we've written there, which is information and communication technology, which is information, info or data. This is a synonym. Information and communication technology. Okay. What is ICT? As I've mentioned earlier, that this is a simplified version. So our definition will be ICT, it's information and communication technology, which refers to all aspects of, number one, processing, number two, managing, number three, collecting, number four, sharing of information or data. Okay, ICT, it's information and communication technology, which refers to all aspects of processing, managing, collecting, and sharing of information or data. Now this simply gives us the objective of ICT. That ICT is basically meant to process, to manage, to collect and to share information or data. It depends what school you went to. So what I'm basically saying here, guys, is that information is processed, information is managed, information is collectible, and information is shareable, meaning we can share information, we can collect information, we can manage information, we can process information. Okay, I know I've been repeating more of the same thing, but it's for your understanding. So I believe back in the days before the introduction of ICT, it was actually difficult to process. It was actually difficult to process information or data. It was actually difficult to manage information or data. It was difficult to collect information or data. It was difficult to share information or data, because in most cases we're using manual systems. So the introduction of computer changed things. Just to show you that we're using manual systems, let me make an example with sharing. sharing of information, probably to send a message to the Eastern Cape, to EC, to take what? A letter. And then that letter will arrive probably after a month or 2 months. But now we have instant WhatsApp, messengers, we have SMSs, we have Facebook, whereby it is easy to share information or data. So all these guys, the processing, managing, collecting and sharing of information, it's done through use of a computer. Meaning now it is highly impossible to process, to manage, to collect and share information without the use of computer. We need computer to be able to process, to manage, to collect and to share information. I hope I'm being clear. Okay, let's move. This is the part 1 of our video. We are moving. I think after part 1, I will actually pause and do part 2, or stop and do part 2, because I do not know the suitable duration for social platforms where these videos are intended to be posted. Yeah. Okay. So now we are going to do computer. As I've mentioned earlier, that we need to computer to be in a position or to be eligible to do this. As I've mentioned, processing, managing, collecting and sharing of information. Now, what is computer that we need so much? What is computer? Computer is an electronic device which is capable or able of processing information or data, to produce what? To produce desired result. DR. What is computer? As I've mentioned earlier, that this is the simplified version for your understanding. Computer, it's an electronic device. You need to understand that computer, it's an electronic device which is capable or able of processing information or data. Sorry, I've got a bit of a flu, guys, so I'm sorry about that. Which is capable of processing information or data to produce desired result. Let me make an example of a CV. CV, we all know a CV. It's curriculum vitae. So at first, one has a desire for a CV. Not necessarily because they have a desire for a CV, but because of they have a desire for a job, then they are bound to do what? To do a CV. Now a CV becomes a desire because of they have a desire to actually get a job. Then what one does in this case, they manually write their CV on a paper with a pen, in most cases. And then after that CV has been written, I would probably say it's a first draft. After that CV has been written manually, then we have what we call a computer, which is an electronic device which is capable of processing the information we get from the what? From the CV. it processes the information or data that we get from where? From the CV. In order to do what? In order to produce desired result. Now, a desired result in this case, it's an electronic or digital CV, meaning now it's a printed form of a CV. It's a well typed, formatted type of a CV. Now, this is a desired result, meaning now computer is capable of producing what? Producing desired result. I hope I'm clear, but if one needs further explanation or any form of assistance, I may be contacted. You may just send through a message. I'll go through messages and respond. Part 2 will follow soon. Thank you.